The Sandcastle King, written by Urvi Negrini, illustrated by Natasha Ringor. Once upon a time, a young fairy king wanted to rule over the most beautiful land in the world. He searched everywhere for the perfect place. One day, while he walked on the beach, he saw a beautiful sunset over the ocean. He had finally found the perfect place to build his castle. A wise mermaid warned him, "The waves come here at high tide. You should build your castle somewhere else." But the fairy king replied, "This is the most beautiful place in the world. I want to live here." He began to build a majestic castle from the sand. The next day, the waves came up to the castle walls, but no further. The fairy king laughed at the mermaid. "I am now the ruler of the most beautiful place in the world," said the fairy king, "and you were wrong." But on the second day, the waves came in and rose part way up the castle walls. The fairy king watched the waves with a worried look on his face. The next day, as a full moon rose, the waves swept in with great force. They washed over the castle walls. Soon the walls fell. Water covered the place where the castle once stood. The ocean swept the fairy king out to sea. "Help me!" the fairy king cried. "Help!" The mermaid pulled him from the waves. When morning came, the beach was bare. There wasn't a trace of the sandcastle. The mermaid told the fairy king, "The tides are ruled by no one. You must learn to respect nature." The fairy king looked at the empty beach. He replied, "You're very wise." The fairy king continued his search for the most beautiful kingdom in the world, but he remembered to respect nature and to always listen to mermaids.